Okay, this is a little tutorial on how to create an orb maker out of these small battery powered LED Christmas lights. I bought these at Target, but I'm sure you can get them in all sorts of places. Okay, what you'll need is some speaker wire. Got this at Radio Shack, but I'm sure again there's plenty of places to buy it. This particular speaker wire is 20 gauge. Needs to be 2 conductor, have 2 wires in it. A pair of wire clippers here, scissors, black electrical tape, batteries for the lights, and some wire strippers. Okay, we're going to start off by taking some of these lights out. You can see there's a little battery pack for 4 AA batteries. And there's a little switch on here as well to turn the lights on and off. Okay, so what we're going to do is unravel these. We can leave the LEDs bunched up, because basically that's what we're going to do anyway. We'll even them out here a little bit. Going to get all the ends about the same height. And we'll bring the other ones around and bundle them up with it as well. So the whole idea here is to just get a nice little grouping of LEDs. These are really bright. Okay, once we have them all bundled up there, I'm going to take some electrical tape. Just a little length of it for right now, maybe 6 or 7 inches. Cut it off. And we're going to take our bundle of LEDs here, and we're going to kind of tape them up. I'm going to kind of get the tape tied around the LEDs to hold them together really well. Okay, so now we have them in a little bundle. Now I'm going to take this wire that goes back and I'm going to kind of loop it around to kind of make it come out in the middle of this bundle of wire here. And I'm going to take some more electrical tape and tape those up all the way around. So I'll just, rather than cut a piece off, I'll just start it and start wrapping it around here. And I'll take it all the way to where just the single wire is coming out. And cut that off there. So now we've just got a bundle of LEDs here that are stuck out of the end of this tape, and unfortunately it's really short. So what we need to do now with the speaker wire is to kind of cut this piece and add a length of speaker wire in there so that you've got a nice long wire here to be able to get 4 or 5 feet extra on it so that you can use it to spin around for an orb. Okay, now it's very important when you cut these wires here that you remember which wire is which, and that you wire them up the same exact way so that when you add the extension piece in here with the speaker wire, that you always reconnect this same wire back together and this one back together. These are basically polarized for positive and negative, and the LEDs have to be driven that way or they won't work. So if you get all of this done and you try to turn it on and it's not working, it's either because it's got a bad connection or because you switched the wires. So what I do to make sure that I kind of keep track of which wire is which is I'll take a little Sharpie here and kind of mark one wire, and that way I can easily remember which wire is which. Another way to do this is to just cut one wire at a time, and that way you're only dealing with one side and you don't have to worry about getting them mixed up. So we'll take a length of this speaker wire here, about 5 feet or so. And I'm going to split it so that we can strip off the ends of it here. A wire stripper, you can use a knife or however it is that you want to do this, but okay. Twist these ends up a little bit. And I'll also split the other end here. And strip the wire coating off of this end. Twist the ends up here just to kind of keep them together a little bit. Okay, so I've got both ends. Now on this speaker wire also, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see there's a little black stripe on one side. There's no black stripe on this other side, so I usually, just to kind of help keep things straight, the ones I marked here, I'll keep that side on the black side where this black stripe is, and that way I make sure I keep them all straight. So I'll strip this down here a little bit also. This wire is a little bit thinner, so I'm going to use a different direction on here. Okay. And now I'll take this side with the black stripe on it, twist these around, and then on the other end of my speaker wire here, I've got the one here with the black stripe on it, and I'll connect that to the other one because I want to keep this one wire connected together. And then I'll do the same thing for the other side here. Okay. Now I twist these up with the side that's doesn't have a black stripe on it. Okay. So now I basically have my extension. in here. Now, what I want to do is I want to make sure that these two sides do not touch each other, because if they do, it'll short them out and the lights won't work. So what I'll do is kind of fold them over so that they're away from each other, and then I'll use a piece of this black electrical tape to wrap around them to kind of hold them in position there. Start off on one end, try to keep it really tight. And just kind of wrap the electrical tape around to hold those wires in position there. Same thing down here. And fold one way, fold one the other. And then use a piece of black electrical tape again to hold them in place. Okay. So now I have my extension put in. I can go ahead and put my batteries in. Cover back on. Turn the switch on. You see these are really bright. These are white ones. So now you're ready to use your orb tool.